Right, this is part 3. Right, there you go. So that fits, that's glued in place. As I say, that's not going to be glued in yet. But there you go, that's the first one in. It's just a case of making sure it all actually does line up and work out. The propeller fits nicely against it. Bit of work on that now. Just a little bit of tidying up where it's been glued. Bit of wet and dry on that. I've got some wet and dry somewhere. Put it down somewhere. Right, a little bit of wet and dry. I can just put a bit of water on that. So look at that. A little bit of wet and dry. It's got a little tiny gap around it. Nothing terrible, there you go. It's got a little tiny gap there where it fits, obviously. I might just, it might be worth putting a little bit of plastic glue on that. Plastic cement, probably not. Probably doesn't actually need it. Once it's painted you probably won't see it too much. It's just a bit of a bug having it there. This is a very fine one. So that's fine, that's now all sitting. A bit of water on that. Spit water. So there you go. I know this is time consuming, it's a bit tedious. It's better to have it looking good. So that's not too bad. That all fits. Now I can't get it out because I've glued it in. Right, so that one is that one, and that's that one. So that's that one done. So now we need another, where did I put the other? Two of these 17s. Right, now, so now, bit of tidying. Once again, that one's going to go in there. Do the same again. Did I take the other bit off? What did I do with it? A12, now this is A13. That's 38 and 39. So this is A13. Excuse me. Right, same again. Get that out of my way. Move this around. So that just about fits. Not really a good idea, is it, to work back to front. And with the pointy bit goes to the back. So that will be like that. Let's put this through again. Just put that through. So that should go in there, that should go in there, that should all fit up. And that's just fine, that fits just fine. Let's move this out. Put a little bit of glue on this. Just enough. That should be loose. Right, hold that there for a second. Once again, push this through. Push that through. I'm trying to work from. Right, so that fits there like that. That's fine. Give that time to dry. Fit this bit through again, just to make sure nothing's moved. Propeller will go on. Propeller. So there you go. So there's the first two propellers sorted out. That doesn't look too bad looking across there. Once it's turned over, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty much in line. That's pretty much in line. So that's not too bad, they've gone in alright. They just need a bit of tidying up now. So once they're tidied up, oh, you've moved that now, nitwit. Actually, that might be worth doing a little bit of glue there as well. So that needs time to dry up, obviously. So they're done. They're fine. We'll put them all together in a minute. Keep them to one side, keep that to one side. Let's get this cleaned up. This obviously is the rudder. You can have this movable, of course. Oh, they put so many rubbish little pieces on, don't they? I really don't see why they have to put so many pieces on. It's got a line going around it anyway that you don't want on there. Got it better. So I don't particularly want the ridge going around it. You want it to be fairly neat. And this is where it's going to take a while to do all this sanding off around there. Don't want to sand too much off, of course. So there you go. See, it's got that little raised bit there where it's come for the production line, obviously. So that's not too bad. That's come out alright. Right, so there's your rudder. There's a bit of detail in this. Two little holes in that. Don't know what they're for. Now this goes right through the actual thing. Goes into the hull at the bottom. So you can draw, you can fit, well I could have fitted better than that. Bugger me. Right, now, not made that so easy to put in, have they? You're trying to get that in a hole or what? And get that in line. Go. So that fits just fine. You can obviously have that rudder either way. You can have it moving. I personally wouldn't have it moving. I'll glue it in now. Personally, I'd put a little tiny bit of glue in that. Simply because if it's moving, when the model's sat wherever it is, I know exactly what I'll do. I'll start playing with it. Right, so the next job, the next one is E18. So we've got two E18s. Same again, they're marked off anyway so I can see what I'm doing with them. So that once all this is done, it seems like it's going there, but this has got a lot of work to do on it. The thing is with me, I go onto the likes of the HMS Hood website, and of course that gives you all the areas that are wrong, as with the anchor at the back. You have that stern anchor. I think it was removed, I think I read that it's actually stored near the shelter deck now. But the advice on the HMS Hood website is to actually put that anchor in. Right, let's start on the side that I couldn't see properly. So that's fine, that's 18. So now we need 39. 38 and 39. Once again I've got them marked up so I can see what I'm doing. So this is going to go through there. Yeah, that bit goes through there. Can't see what I'm doing. Right at the top of the hole there. That is there. That is there. Once again, the fact that these only go one way, so that fits in just fine. So let me get this bit of glue around that. I'm mad on glue, obviously. So that fits in just fine. Let's hold that there for a second. Let's see if I can get it in place before we see. Let's see, I need to get it in place. Right, there you go. Just slide a bit of glue around that. Oh, I forgot this. I didn't think about it, but it doesn't make any difference, does it? So the glue will take that off, you see, which is why you don't want to put any glue on this. So that's fine, that sits in just fine. Propeller will sit on just fine, hopefully. So that's fine. That seems to be fitting there just fine. Watch a little glue on there. Once that's tidied up, it'll look a lot better. Just needs a bit of movement there. Bit of movement there, but that's that one. So that's 39. So we've now got 38. It's just a problem doing it with the camera. I've already only got 7 minutes left. I suppose it's better that you see smaller videos than the 2-hour video I put up for the last one. Right, now that will go through there, that will go in there, that will hopefully go through there. It'd be better if I can put this on before. A little bit of glue around there. Put this through the thing. Get that stuck in there, get that stuck in there. Move that around a little bit. Put a little bit of glue around the edges there. Doesn't need a lot, just enough to put it down. I'll keep that there for now. So that one goes in there, perfect. Perfect. Bubbly jubbly. This will go eventually at some point. They do actually click into place, so that's not too bad actually. Now, now we've dropped it on the floor. Right, so what number was which? Because I've forgotten. A12. See, that's why you need the number on the back. So that you know what you're doing. A12. The nice thing about this is that the pieces actually fit in really well. I mean, I've done quite a few kits and you end up with pieces that are just a little bit sort of loose, you know, where the pieces don't fit perfect. But these, I will say for Trumpeter, I think they're the way to go now. You know, as far as kits go. Trumpeter, oh, you see, I thought there'd have been something at the back of there to stop that moving through. Right, there you go. So that's rather nice, that looks quite nice. I'm quite impressed with that. I'm impressed with the entire kit, to be fair. Like I said, that's not going to be glued down. I'll just keep these 4 bits in, because then it's preparing all this hull up, sanding it all down and getting it ready. So we've got the 4 toes to drill out. We've got, once the rudder's in, as I say, I would prefer that to have been easier to do. I would have much preferred that to have been easier than that. I think that will be glued in place, but that's quite impressive. That looks quite good. That all fits in nicely. They're all nicely in line. Let's see, very carefully, nearly dropped it. So let's see if I can get the back end in. Right, look at that. That looks really good. I'm really impressed with that. They're quite big screws as well, them. That shows you how big this model is. That's quite a large set of propellers there. And the rudder, like I say. So that's quite an impressive amount of propellers there. I'm really happy with that. I'm extremely happy with how that's gone in. You see, normally I would sort of sit here, once it comes to the, I'm just trying to zoom in a bit better. Now you see, it's because this has gone out. I need to get where that is. So that's, I'm actually quite happy, like I say, I'm happy with that. That looks quite impressive. Obviously they're going to need an hour or so to dry now. I don't want to touch them again now. But as I was saying, this kit has gone together so well for what I've done for it. It's Trumpeter now, I think, are the way to go for model kits by the look of it. You know, well, Revell are really good. I always get mixed up with all the different kits. I think, you know, I look at some and I think, right, I'm going to go for instance, the Glow 1200 Yamato, which is Trumpeter, but it's Glow. It's different things, monochrome, I think. Can't remember, but aren't monochrome Revell or something. So all the different kits that you see are actually just different variations of European, American, Asian or whatever. And they just give them different names dependent on the country of origin. But you know, Tamiya, I think Tamiya were the way to go at one point. Sadly, they've not updated any of their kits. And you know, the norm now for these kits is to have a bit of photo etching. Revell update everything, you get deluxe kits and everything. So Tamiya let themselves down a bit that way, unfortunately. But I think Trumpeter, I've never dealt with anything this size, by the way. Never built anything this big. The Titanic was 41 inches long. That was wooden, but that was a lot of work. But a 51-inch hull, and well, it's not got loads, it's got 50 odd defects according to the HMS Hood website. But there's only 2 of them that are major, all the rest are fairly simple little things. I've got 25 seconds left and then I will start the next video. I'll see what we can do on the next video if I feel like it. I might start sanding all this down now. And normally when I'm sanding down I like to listen to a bit of music. And when I've got music on, I put a video on YouTube and then it comes back, no, you can't have this video on because it's breaking the rules.